My first movie I ever did, bro, was with Halle Berry. Man, I did a movie with Warren Beatty and Halle Berry called Bulworth back in the
Yeah,
late
that was
'90s.
my joint.
Yeah,
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 when
yeah,
she
yeah,
was
yeah,
upset, she was supposed to set him up.
yeah,
Oh man,
bro.
you wasn't
Yeah, I was
mom
in that
chick.
movie.
You wasn't.
Oh, no, trust me, bro. So that particular set, I was on set on Valentine's Day, and me and the other kids that were in the group. So for some odd reason, the studio teacher had an idea that we do something nice for her, and I wound up singing for Halle Berry on Valentine's Day, bro. She
Yo,
held me all day.
Forever a
She held
memory.
she held me all day,
she had
burnt to my brain,
what?
and
She had.
she smells so good.
Well, I think you could just have a
He
podcast
still
just on that,
remembers.
just alone, just like the day on
Hey,
Valentine's.
guess what I sang to her? I was so nervous, bro. I didn't.
If
She said,
this
"What
world
you
was
gonna sing?"
mine,
Secret lovers.
if
Bruh,
this world was mine,
I
that's what
wish
I would
that
have said.
came. I wish that popped in my brain,
If this world was mine, I would have
bruh.
sang that
Let
right
me tell you.
there.
Let me
Now,
tell you
what
what I
you
sang.
say, Whitney?
I sang. Somebody sleeping in my bed by Drew Hill, bruh.
Yo, Hey, welcome to KROSS BARZ, the podcast where we discuss interesting topics with alternative perspectives. I am your co-host, Big O, and I have with me.
Hey, Jay Tanay is back in the building one more time with Mr. Jermaine Williams, the actor, the dancer, the producer. You can see him on Fat Albert. You can see him on Stomp the Yard. You can see him on The Great Debaters, and the list go on and on and on. Give it up for Jermaine, guys. Give it up, give it up, give it up.
Nah, appreciate the warm welcome. Y'all
Yeah.
need some background music with
Absolutely,
that kind of
absolutely.
introduction. Y'all need to
All right.
back. Y'all need me dancing in this month.
Yeah, you right. There you
Hey,
go.
Look,
Yes.
listen, when I saw your name, because I'm just being honest, I thought your name was Pork Chop. From then on, it was like, oh, Pork Chop.
oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
most people don't call me by my government anyway, and that's all
Oh, okay.
good. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You got to be known for something. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So it's all
absolutely.
good.
But when I saw your name, Jermaine, and I'm just talking about a cat myself, and every Jermaine I knew basically was a bully, except one Jermaine. JD Jermaine, he was the only one that was solid.
What?
Everybody else, they
He
was a
said a
bully. I was
bully.
like, I don't get bullied by him, but he might have changed the image and he acted,
That's
but on the low,
crazy.
he was like a bully. Like two names I know
Jermaine bullies,
surrounding
huh?
look, watch
Yeah,
this.
that's crazy.
Jermaine and Hassan. If you got them two
Hassan and
names,
Jermaine.
them two names,
You funny.
you was just walking around punching people in
Hey,
the face.
where you from? Where y'all from?
Oh, right now I am living in Charlotte, North Carolina, but I'm originally
Okay,
from New Jersey. I
New
came
and
all
Jersey.
I'm in
Okay,
I'm in West Virginia.
got it.
West
Okay, for
Virginia.
sure.
Yes,
So
yes.
I'm gonna be
yeah.
honest with you, man. Just growing up, I never came across too many Jermaines. I felt like I was the only one that was kind of like in the neighborhood, honestly. So I'm far from a
Jermaine
bully.
Jackson, like
Yeah,
Jackson Dupree.
yeah,
What
like
the hell?
Jackson. That was
Yeah,
the
what?
only
He
Jermaine
said
I really knew
the
about.
famous one, not like the neighborhood Jermaine.
Yeah,
You know what? I didn't grow up with no Jermaine.
I knew a bunch
Yeah,
of them. All of
I
them was
didn't know
bullies.
any. I didn't know no Jermaine. You know what I'm saying? My name was never in the little, the little gift
Oh
shop
yeah,
thing.
mine either.
You
Yeah,
see a
mine
little
either.
Mine was
name
there.
joint, Jermaine. Jermaine was never on them
Yeah,
little
the
magnet
keychains and the
refrigerator
little coin,
magnets.
magnets, all
Never.
that. Mine got there like in the last 5 years. Real
Yeah.
talk.
Oh wow.
Last 5 years,
No,
Omar.
okay.
So I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, it just got
Yeah,
there. Jay,
yeah. Omar seemed like it would be on one of them things. Yeah,
yeah,
Omar.
I made it famous. I made it famous.
Okay, for sure.
Forget Omar Epps. I made it famous. I made it famous. It's all good though. But brother Jermaine, where are you originally from?
Born and raised in South Central LA, man. Born and raised out
What?
here in California.
LA.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a native.
Native. Whoop
Oh,
whoop.
you're a
No
native.
implant.
Okay, all
Native.
right.
That's what's up.
Hold on now. Let's
Yes,
ask this
sir.
question. You claiming anything?
Nah, never claimed nothing. You know
All
what I
right, no,
mean?
we gonna get you in
Never
trouble.
claimed
All right,
nothing. No,
that's
no, I
fine.
ain't getting in trouble. I got who bang doing growing up a lot. You know what I mean? But
Oh,
it
okay,
is what it is. You know,
okay,
that's
all right.
irritating. But yeah, I mean, yeah,
what is I'm just being
He
honest.
said,
My
"What's who
English is
banged? What's
yeah.
who
Well, who
banged? Huh?"
bang? He said
Oh,
who
what's a
bang?
who bang? Oh, got you. So, if you in a certain neighborhood or whatever the case may be, and affiliates of that neighborhood kind of see you, just to kind of, you know, I guess test your gangster, they'll ask where you from and see if you from another
Ah,
set,
Hmm.
basically. So, that would happen at school or anywhere me and my friends would go. People would just kind of do it just to be hard or to kind of claim they set and to try to scare you. You know what I
right.
mean? So
You
that's what
know,
who bang is.
I've always was fascinated with that because growing up in New Jersey, we were always like we didn't we didn't call it gangs. It'd be just your
Yeah,
crew, and your
your
crew
crew.
was from wherever you live. So if I
Mm-hmm.
lived on Fifth, it's like, oh no, them cats is from Fifth, or some cats be from what I'm saying, Arlington, or the projects, or down
Yeah.
third or east. It'd be like, oh, they from over here. Oh, he over there. They cool, or them they beefing with them. It'd be just really crews, and then some crews would be on the streets. So that's what it was. And then later on, they start calling it posses. I'm giving my
Mm.
age,
He
but
oh he
you
oh
know what I'm
he's saying
saying? Say
posse. Yeah,
Yeah,
posse,
he
posse.
right?
I ain't posse in a minute, boy.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
posse's
right,
on Broadway. Yeah, bro. You
right.
taking it
My
back.
posse's on,
You,
bro.
you
So
taking it. You
yeah,
taking it back. Sir Mix a lot of
Yes.
days, bro.
yeah. So that was it.
That's
And
hilarious.
then when I started learning about gang culture, I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, that sound like
Right.
crews and they just got corporate. You know what I mean? Like, nah, we ain't. You got your crew, but we're all under the umbrella of this bigger, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
organization. And
right.
that's when I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, okay, you got Tree, you got 60, you got 40s, you got this, you got 20s. Okay, I get
Yeah.
it. Y'all just cruise
Well, he didn't have to
with a
do that,
corporate
so that's
with
what's
a
up.
corporate sponsor. That's how I like
Yeah,
explained it. I
man.
said, got cruise with a corporate sponsor. I
Yeah.
said,
I mean, and,
I
and
got it.
respectfully, as much as I love and respect LA culture. That's just kind of it's part of it. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully,
Mm-hmm.
I had a family and a great, really good foundation where I didn't have to get introduced to that.
That's
But because it's in your area and your atmosphere, it became annoying at times because people always wanted to kind of claim where they were from and try to
yeah.
test your gangster and see how hard you are and stuff. Honestly, man, once I got older, I kind of knew how to avoid it. Whenever I got like who banged on and somebody approached me like, "Where you from?" I'd honestly just introduce them with my government name. I'd be like, "Hey, bro, I ain't want no problems. I'm
Jermaine.
Jermaine. What's your name, bro?" And honestly, they would be taken aback. They'd be like, "What you mean?"
You ain't beaking me
So
neither.
now,
Got you.
now you kind of like it's like a brain fart to them. So now they kind of like, well, should I give them my government or my street name? Hey, bro, I'm Nuck Nuck. What up with you? So I mean, you kind of come with respect. They give you that respect back. You know what I
yeah.
mean? But at the end of the day, they try to scare you a little bit, and people kind of get a rise out of scaring other people. I don't know why, but nah, I never understood.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
So question, what is like now in the area? I'm hearing that for a time you have black and brown issues, that there's Latino gangs and people are actually um targeting black families. I've actually read that and seen that, so I don't know how true it is because I don't live out there. What is your
I'll
perspective?
be I'll be honest with you, bro. It's been like that for years, man, for decades.
Really?
I mean, if we're
Mm,
talking about gang culture, you got,
yeah, for sure.
you got the Latinos that got they folks too. So
Yeah.
when the crack epidemic and drugs were really prominent in the '80s and the '90s, early 2000s, you had black and brown folk. Well, you had blacks on blacks, or they already at each other. Then you had
Right.
to deal with black and brown, kind of like taking over territory. So even beyond the street, you got black and brown wars, behind jail cells, and that's
Hmm.
Yeah,
already something in itself. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
unfortunately, with this administration that's in office right now, they're just pressing the issue for us to kind of like see each other and hate on each other even more, which is unfortunate.
yeah.
But I do want to claim that, in a sense, the Latino community is just kind of getting their nigga wake up call as of right now. Um,
Pause.
to the sense where whatever pushback that they felt like we were always complaining and complaining about the government and always looking for this and that. Now they're doing the same exact complaining because they're getting pushback from the government. Now they're looking for our help in a sense where we gave every warning known to man that this was going to happen, and they kind of just kind of like, oh well, I regret voting for that dude. So
Yeah,
yeah,
That's a good
because
perspective. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a good
because it
perspective.
seems as though you guys are ground one. I don't say ground zero because I think Florida was ground zero because it's getting wild there as well. But what I'm seeing
mm,
is that, you know, you're seeing more resistance and people doing that. And I said, well, I was always under the impression. I said, you know, they had some issues with black. However, I never wanted to speak on anything outside of my purview because, you know, sometimes you got outsider speaking on in-state stuff. You know, it's like you get
Yeah,
resented, and I'm like, I'm not an expert, and that's why I say
right.
I'm gonna ask somebody
yeah,
who's,
yeah,
you know, what I'm saying, and like
yeah.
give
I
me.
mean, and like the news definitely give you a different view of how LA was. LA was not burning down, It really wasn't.
Yeah, they made
It
it look
was
like that
they, bro.
propaganda is
So
real.
it's bad, bro. They burnt maybe like 3 or 4 different cars, the little Elon Musk cars. They burned that, but Fox
hmm
News would show you that they were burning like the entire city. There were buildings being burnt, bro. It wasn't that serious. It
Okay,
wasn't that serious. It lasted for a couple days, but LAPD had it under control. Them bringing the military and
Yeah,
the National Guard, it was so
yeah.
unnecessary. And apparently, I just found out. I guess they should be, I guess, leaving LA pretty soon within the next couple of days. But they just been here, just sitting around doing nothing. Like it's really no chaos here.
oh wow,
We're good. It's really not that serious. If anything, they need to go down to Texas and help them folks with the floods. That was more of a
Oh yeah,
tragedy than it
right.
was in LA. But
yeah,
again, it's about perspective and painting false narratives.
okay.
Unfortunately,
And how are the
Yeah.
fires out there? Because I know that you guys earlier in the summer and late spring, you guys were dealing with quite a few fires. It looks like it's been consistent every year. It's like every year or every other year.
yeah.
I've been dealing with fires.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I think we have a bad case of just people setting stuff off. Arsonists. It's
Really?
not. These aren't.
Yeah.
I don't think these are natural
Oh
fires at all.
no.
You know,
I wouldn't
in
I
certain
wouldn't start that.
in certain cases, it may happen, but I think it
Yeah.
just happens too consistently in LA or
Right.
LA County too often for it not to be an arsonist. And when an arsonist starts, and does a thing, they have time to get away and run away before the
hmm
fire really builds up. So it's hard to kind of catch somebody who starts one. Recently, matter of fact, I want to say in one of the trails we have in Hollywood, it's a pretty popular trail. I forgot what it was called, but usually a lot of celebrities walk the trail. They actually caught somebody set a palm tree on fire. And they were able to actually kind of like surround, like the locals were able to kind of surround him until the police got there, and he literally started the fire and was like, "Yeah, I started it." So it seems to me there's definitely a arson problem out here. Somebody that just has a thing for lighting fires. It's weird. People
Wow,
weird.
Yeah.
and it
I,
could cover that much land. Wow,
if
that's
it's so dry, you know what I mean?
It's
It's
so
just so
dry, and
dry.
then especially if it's on like a windy day, if they can predict it's going to be a windy day,
Yeah.
those fires can jump and then just kind of spread with the wind picking up extra brush. So
mm,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
And I can understand for that. I'm in West Virginia. We mountains. So
there you go.
we had forest fires here too, and we don't have them a lot. It doesn't get that very high here, but a lot of it starts with people who are camping or burning because you can burn at certain times and things like that, and then
Hmm.
you got your embers that fly, and so yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Absolutely. So
okay.
now you from South Central Los Angeles, as Nip would say, in a certain section. Okay.
Well, I'm
You know.
from there. By the way, I live in Long Beach now, so me and my family we live in Long Beach, North Side. Hmm.
Okay. Yay, yay. Okay. Long Beach. Bow wow. Snoopy. Okay. There we go.
Bow
So
wow.
so now
That's crazy.
what high school did you attend?
I went to Narbonne High School in South Bay, Harbor City.
Harbor
I stayed
City.
in
Okay.
Torrance, so yeah. So the South
Okay.
Bay.
That sounds expensive. Yeah, that sounds expensive.
Nah, it's
That
not.
sounds
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Next to Harvard Bay. Like
That is hilarious. No,
That's all
it's
it is.
California. It's
Okay.
California,
He
man.
just got fancy
Mid
words. That's all.
it's fancy words. It's mid class. I grew up middle class, man. So that's funny.
Okay. All right. Sound
Did
like
you have
sound like
siblings?
you had your
Did you
pinky
have?
up when you drink.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. Did you? Did you have siblings growing up? Did you have brothers and sisters?
I have an older sister. She got 10 years on me. Shout out to Keisha.
That's what's
Keisha
up.
Marshall.
Keisha.
She lives out. Yeah, she lives out in San Diego. She lives in San Diego. Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I
Yeah,
hear that's nice. Yeah, I went to San Diego twice. I loved it there. I'm just being
yeah.
honest.
San Diego's really nice, man. Really nice getaway for
Yeah.
sure.
If I knew any better, I would have went to, what I'm saying, University of San Diego. I would have just stayed right there on the beach.
Hey,
Yeah, the beach.
nah,
Probably
it's
got
a
these little
really
apartments right over there. I
yeah.
get
It's got views. It's got sights. It's a really nice town, man. For real.
yeah, you know what I mean? I understand Tony. Like, when you travel, you can understand the songs now. It never
Oh
been.
yeah,
Absolutely. All right,
yeah,
so
yeah,
now
yeah.
so tell me about your high school experience and you growing up. Like, was you a ball player? Because, California be claiming they got the best ballers. They don't, but let's go here. Yeah, let's just go here.
That's
All right, so
Nah, I'll be. Hey,
so
we got a few though. We got a few. We got a few. We got like shout out Baron Davis, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, yeah, Baron Davis one. I know you ain't frowning up, bro. Come
I ain't
on, bro.
say
He
nothing. I
didn't
ain't
say.
say nothing. He was one of the
That
ones.
is.
Him and Gil would have read like, Cali got all these ballers. I'd be like, man, you ain't messing with Jersey. Knock it off. Knock it off.
That's
You know what I
crazy
mean?
work. Okay, it's all
Yeah.
good.
Okay. Yeah. So were you a baller, wannabe baller? You straight theater art guy? You was an art kid, band kid,
Straight theater,
or
yeah. Straight theater art guy, man. I
Theater.
had been, I had been into comedy since I was a kid, for sure. So anytime I was in school, I was always in drama class. Now I dibbled and dabbled, playing basketball, a
what?
little
I don't
baseball, football,
yeah,
but
baseball,
nothing.
football.
you
You
see the
don't even get
shoulders.
those
You don't see the
vibes. Yeah.
shoulders, man.
No.
Nah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. It's all
Shoulders
good.
the round. Basketball players got the little. They got like the right angle shoulders. You got the round shoulders. Like nah. Okay, I got
Got you. Okay.
you.
But these are
I got
adult
the big
round
baby
shoulders. He
Davis.
could have
I got the
had the
big baby
right
Davis.
angles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
You got the big baby Davis or the Kendrick Perkins. Yeah, you look like you play D tackle. You got your hand in the dirt,
That is comedy. But no, for the most part, man, I was definitely a theatrical dude, man. Grew up watching Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, Will Smith, all the greats, man. Listened to a lot of Richard Pryor. And I want to say the first time I came across Martin was kind of like the thing that signified that I really wanted to kind of do this. I just emulated a lot of Coming to America, Martin show, Will Smith.
Mhm.
I just grew up on just the black aesthetic of black entertainment in the 90s,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
definitely that's what I was drawn to. So anytime I was in school, I was in a drama class for sure.
Okay. So you weren't the kid that was just roasting people, and be like, yo, he funny, yo, stay away from him. I got a cousin, yo. Still to this day, I try to stay away from him because like legendary in my town of roasting people.
No, I was
I
never
put
a
him in the
roast.
in the
I got roasted on, if anything. I got roasted on, if anything.
what?
I was the roastee for
Oh
sure.
man.
I grew up. Look, I never fixed it. So I got buck teeth for real. My teeth was
Okay.
always talked about for sure as a teenager.
Oh no.
But no, man,
They hating
people just
now.
saw talented. They hate now. They definitely hated when I got older. But I was a
Oh, that's
dancer too, man. I used to dance a lot too. Really in
what?
the hip
Yeah, I
hop
saw
dance.
that.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
happy.
I was always the husky dude that knew how to dance, bro.
Yo, so
When
I was
did
set
you
off
get in?
any house party, any school party. I'm in the middle, just I'm getting it down.
me
Ladies would
too.
So
dance with me. I get all the ladies dance with me for sure.
Yeah.
ladies like to
I
dance. They
like
like
that.
to
I like
dance.
that.
So is that when you
Yeah.
got into the Norwood Kids Foundation, or was that later on, or did you start off there?
That was early. That was yeah. So
Oh,
I
okay.
did Brandy's Norwood Kids Foundation right before I started the Disney Channel. It was kind of around almost around the same time. But
Okay.
my mom, she saw me. My mom was really big on hygiene, right? And just kind of like my health. She saw her son getting a little chubby. She said, "Let's get you a little actor." like, son, I know you like to dance. Let's see what's going on. She found out about this program that Brandy and her mom was putting together, and she told me to audition. And I was kind of reluctant because I was like, we got there, it was just a bunch of girls, a bunch of females there, and I was like, what am I supposed to do here? You know what I mean?
A lot, a
Yeah,
lot.
right. No, but you as a teenage, you know what I'm saying? You don't
Yeah,
want to
like
be looked at as
dressing.
like
Right,
soft. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like you
right,
just
right,
surrounded by
right,
all these girls or whatever. But again, that was me. That's a 15-year-old me, right?
Oh,
But
I was
right.
right there.
once
Yeah.
I was in my prime right around there. Oh,
Right,
right.
Steve. But I was very doubtful that I was even skilled enough, right? So
Oh, got you,
you
got
you
you.
Right.
had
Yes.
you had you had choreographers. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Swoop, but Swoop did a lot of music videos. He's actually considered like the godfather of hip hop dance. But he did a
Mm-hmm.
lot of videos with Brandy, Leah. He was in every video you could think of.
Okay.
But he was there. He was giving instructions, kind of giving us moves to audition for. And once I saw him, because I recognized him, I said, okay, for sure. I'm kind of getting more inspired. It was him, another dude named Ed that was pretty popular. And
Mm-hmm.
I auditioned, never thinking twice I was going to make it, to be honest with you. But
Right.
went in the room. Brandy was there. Her mom was there. Did my thing. And I made the Norwood dance troupe. And it was really cool. So I did that for a few years. Then I had the opportunity to audition for a Disney show called The Jersey, which
Yeah.
kind of broke into my career. My
Mm-hmm.
acting career started with doing The Jersey, and to this day, people still recognize me from that TV show, man. So it's
The
been awesome.
Jersey. Oh, hold up. Was it based from the Jersey Boys or from New Jersey, or was it a
No.
shirt?
So there's no, yeah, basically like athletic shirt
Shirt.
is basically off
Jersey.
athletic
Oh,
show.
Yeah.
So the I was the token black kid on the show. Basically the lead character basically inherited this old school football jersey from his grandfather when he passed away. And come to find out
Right.
it's a magical jersey. And when you put it on, you're able to jump into the body of your favorite athlete. So we work with the likes of Lisa Leslie, um, Michael Strahan, an early young Michael Strahan, Jason Sehorn,
That's
Omar
cool.
Garcia
Mm-hmm.
Parra. We had a plethora of athletes that was on this show, and Elton Brand. It was a really dope show to be a part of, man. So,
Yeah.
lasted for about 3 seasons, and I moved on from there to I want to believe I got Fat Albert not too long after that.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. We jump into the checks. All right. I just wanted to. I ain't want to jump to the check, but if we gonna be there, we're there.
We
So
going in chronological order, a little chronological
Right.
order.
Because that's what he
I was
likes.
I was talking
Absolutely.
about broke stuff, like yeah, in high school. Like I was talking about there. You
Yeah.
went to the
So
money
you were
stuff.
still. Yeah. So how old were you when you did Fat Albert?
Fat Albert, I was actually 20, 22. I want to say about 22 years old. Yeah.
Mm.
And I
So
did
was
I
So
did
that
the
kind of.
jersey. I did the jersey. I did the jersey from like when I was like 15 to about 18.
Got
did you
you.
have to
Mhm.
drop out of school or you had to get a tutor?
Yeah, so yeah, my last year in like public high school was the 10th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And
Got you.
I was really mad about that because I left a lot of friends in high school and stuff. So I was homeschooled for about 3 years after that, like yeah, about 2.5 years after that. And then what was cool though, what was cool when 12th grade came, I was still friends with people at school, and I knew somebody that was on the prom committee, and I let them know that I still wanted to come, so they hooked me up, and I was able to still go to prom. I was solo dolo, but I
Ah,
still went, and it was
now
cool because
that's
I still was
cool.
able to dance with all the girls. You know what I'm saying? They were like, "We missed
Ah!
you. We missed you, man. Where you been? I seen you on your show. Oh,
You see the
Hey.
checks? You see the checks? That's what I would have been. It's like,
for
yeah.
real." They
Absolutely.
Hey, look,
backed it
and
up.
I was gonna say that, and
They
at
backed
Fat
it up
Albert
on.
too.
Hmm. As they should.
So
You was
when
doing
you were in
places.
Fat Albert, I got a question though. But what was it like stepping into that like live action movie, but it was like a cartoon? So
It
from
was
this
experience.
iconic cartoon,
It was an experience. Honestly, it was so iconic. Everybody that you knew black that was famous at the time, whether
yeah,
they were an
it was
actor, singer,
thousands.
rapper, everybody auditioned for Fat Albert.
Yeah,
Everybody, like the
yeah, that's
people you
what's
could
up.
probably think of, they probably auditioned for it. So knowing that I was going up against so many people that they probably could have chose, and they chose me. I was beyond grateful. to production and to Bill Cosby for that, for
Hmm.
sure. So,
Hey, speaking of Bill Cosby, we want to say, shout out with rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner. We just
oh
heard
man,
all that's going on, man. That's absolutely
it's it.
insane. Did you ever have a chance to meet him with at all?
Uh, it's super briefly. It was 2007. I actually had the chance to be a grand marshal at the famous Martin Luther King parade that they do every year out here on Crenshaw Boulevard. Sorry, not Crenshaw Boulevard, on Martin Luther King Boulevard, and it runs into Crenshaw. But after the parade, they usually put on like a little social networking type thing.
Yeah.
And he hosted the social thing, and he actually introduced me to come up on stage and say a few words as the Grand Marshal. And I briefly met him, shook his hand, told him how much I admired his work and grew up with him. It was super brief. I wish I had a chance to talk to him more and get to know Malcolm a little bit more. But just growing up watching him, he was an
Yeah.
inspiration because I definitely saw myself in him, and recently I purchased the first season of the Cosby Show on Prime, and my son just finished the first season. So amazingly,
Wow.
my son was able to kind of watch him and saw the famous gold and black shirt that his sister
Oh,
Golden
made and he
blue,
couldn't fit.
Gordon
golden
Gartrell.
blue.
He
It's
said
golden
Gordon Gart,
blue, golden
Golden Blue,
Gartrell.
Gordon
Hey,
Gartrell.
my
Yeah.
man, Big O gonna catch you on something, bro.
Yeah,
That's
nah, don't do
great. He
that.
gonna he
Nah,
gonna
don't
That's a
always
stop.
catch you.
Don't
My
stop.
bad.
legendary.
My
No.
bad, bro.
See, you know what I said though?
Yeah. You was
Listen, what
looking for
he
one?
said was, he said he was looking for one. Malcolm Jamal Warner had said something, and I'm paraphrasing. He said his father told him that Bill Cosby had actually made him a character that was like immortal, you know.
Absolutely.
And how difficult is that of a producer or a director to be able to build characters that are so real? What is your experience with that? Like having a character, even Mushmouth, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
characters live on forever. Like, what is it about a director, from your perspective, that
I'm gonna
can
be honest
create
with
a
you.
character?
Absolutely, man. Bill Cosby for me was definitely almost like a dad figure for sure. I mean, to I think a lot of people of Black America. And for him
Mm-hmm.
to be able to have the power and the ability to create certain characters that impacted so much, and not just Black community, just America overall.
Period.
I think his main focus was to show us in a certain light that we had never been seen before. You know what I'm saying? Before the
Mm-hmm.
Cosby Show, you had the Jeffersons, you had Good
Good
Times. We was
times.
always in the hood. We was always struggling. So to see
Mm-hmm.
a perspective of a Black family, you had both parents in the house. You had two successful parents.
Right.
You know
College
what I'm saying?
educated. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
College educated, and they push for their kids to go to college and be successful like they were and follow in their footsteps. Just kind of shows you that Bill Cosby not only wanted that to be a storyline in the show, but he actually did it to change the narrative in the industry and open so many doors for us and so many other people that went on to become huge stars, moving forward.
Always,
So
always.
I think a lot. Really just I think Bill Cosby is pinnacle in this industry, bro. Like he was a staple for sure for me and many others, man. So I'm beyond grateful.
Abs- Absolutely. And when you said open doors, that really resonated with me because there were things that they did that other shows actually mimicked, but I don't think they did as
Picked up.
well as he
Yeah.
did. So, for
Mm,
instance, during the time, he did two things in fashion. One, he was the one wearing the Coogee sweaters. Some people
mm,
didn't even realize, like, he was wearing
right.
Coogee sweaters
That was a
before. Yeah, nobody
Yeah.
even knew what
Biggie
they
and all,
were.
bro. Come
Yeah,
Yeah.
on, man. Right.
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 And
Yeah.
Right.
then
Right.
and
Yeah.
then the one that was, very apparent was he was wearing a lot of HBCU paraphernalia and
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
shirts and sweatshirts. Now he wore other colleges. However, he primarily, because when I saw a Drexel, and I saw a Princeton T-shirt and this and that, and I was like, oh, okay. But they also, put a narrative that was kind of like awesome, that their oldest daughter went to Princeton.
Hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then Their next daughter went to a HBCU,
Hillman.
Hillman.
Yeah.
And now they were like, yeah, they were pressing, like, yeah, I'm doing Hillman. And then his wife, went back and tried to teach them how to be, giving them a heads up of how the corporate world was, in a couple of
Right.
episodes. So it was some things that they were pressing. And I think that when Martin, because you spoke about Martin started doing the same thing. So he was wearing the FUBU, and he was also wearing HBCU shirts and sweatsuits and stuff. So I was like, and Living Single did the same. So that's why I was like, they caught on.
I mean,
And now,
living single, Fresh Prince of Bel Air for sure.
facts,
After that.
facts.
They definitely mirrored, the imagery of how it was to be successful, prosperous, and black.
Yeah,
You know
black
what I'm
culture.
saying?
Absolutely.
Black
So,
culture and classy. You know what I mean?
right.
You can't hate on that. So
Right.
it exists. It was him letting them know that in this world we exist. We have money. We're successful, and we're part of America as well. We're just not part of some
Ghetto.
stereotypical struggling type,
Everybody's struggling.
narrative.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And that was awesome. But let's get back to you now. All right. So now you did Fat Albert, you did Mushmouth, which was an iconic role because
Thank you,
he
man.
was one of the
Appreciate that.
he was one of the figures that was in the Cosby, in Fat Albert cartoon that everybody just knows. It was just similar to like Sesame Street, Cookie Monster. Now, Cookie
Right.
Monster may not have lines, but he's iconic because of what he did and what he represents for Sesame Street. It was between, and then, to me, it was Cookie Monster and Monster. He was just wild.
Muppets.
So Mushmouth was that, but for Fat Albert, he's like, somebody really spoke like that, and anybody from any hood can tell you, it's like, nah, this cat
Yeah,
speak like that.
it's a cat that talks just like that.
Like
And
that.
it's always a brother that recognizes what he's saying more than other people.
Absolutely. And then
So there you go. You have old Will Harold. Everybody like, what did he say? Old Will Harold. Man, he just said he wanted to go to this stuff.
yeah.
You didn't understand her?
Yeah, absolutely. So that was pretty awesome. Now, my favorite character, among the different characters you played as an actor was Pork Chop. Because I was sitting there looking like, yo, what Big Boy gonna do in a step show? So I was sitting there
I've been
like,
doing this my whole life, bro. Been doing it my whole life, dog.
Right, first
look,
dancing before acting, right?
Listen,
so
I that's why I wanted to really holler at you, because I was like, yo, fam, you really did your thing, because I was like, how are they going to do this? Because, I knew some of the other actors. I was like, oh, my man over there, he was in Soul Food, and he was a dancer first. He came with a hip-hop video. And then I was like, okay, this. So I was looking like, how is Neil? Chris Brown died early, so wait a minute. You know what I mean? Like, hold on, Chris Brown was the only one that could dance. So I was like, Neo going dance? Like,
that's hilarious.
And then when I was like, oh, these niggas. Oh,
yeah.
Oh no. And so that's why I was like, nah, hold up. Because like you may not know. Like when people step, the big ones usually get the most applause when people step. So if you got a big girl in the back, when they coming out and they start stepping and she going, it's like, oh, it's a showstopper
right now.
It's the underestimation that has people kind of like in awe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And unfortunately, I hate that stigma exists because big folks, the heavy set, we can get down too. We hear music just like y'all hear. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But unfortunately, the more slim, athletic body is the typical that kind of gets the attention. But as soon as you see a big person, big man, big girl get on stage and they do their thing, it's kind of like, okay. Okay.
Don't sleep on me in the first place.
Yeah. And I definitely see that, because I'm just being honest. Yes. First time I went to a Jimmy Jam back at North Carolina A&T, my alma mater. Aggie Pride. Big girl backed it up on me. I was like, I ain't scared of you, girl. And I didn't realize that big girls in high school and big girls in college are different. So, because they travel in groups. So when she got I was like, I was working.
We're gonna move on from
and then the other one came and she was like 6'2" and big. It was a situation I was dealing with. but
Just
it's
pray.
good though. I'm gonna
Just
be all right though.
pray.
It
But
sounded like you screamed help,
hell no.
help.
I was doing my Brady googly moogly. I was in that mug having to enjoy. I was enjoying
That's
myself.
funny.
As I
Just
like
That
to
is
say,
too
pray.
I
funny.
had a
All
good little
right.
phase. I went a phase. I had a whole phase. But it's all good. All right. So now you acting, and now tell me, what is the transition? Excuse me, the transition like going from acting into producing into maybe directing. What is that transition, and what do you really like better? You know what I mean? Do you want to be in front of the camera or behind?
Yeah, man. Great question. Ultimately, man, my goal now is to be an executive producer of my own TV show.
Mm.
After a while, man, having the accolades and the big movies and the big shows I was a part of, the industry just kind of took a turn, which, the every industry is always kind of drastically changing. And I wasn't getting auditions like I used to. It kind of slowed down, and it became very discouraging, man. On multiple occasions, almost to the point where I wanted to quit. But again, I had such a,
Mm.
a a great foundation and people who loved me and appreciated my talent that they encouraged me not to. So I finally had to realize, and you mature when you put all your eggs in one basket. Sometimes you kind of sell yourself short. And I realized that I
Mm-hmm.
had a lot of other talents in storytelling, so I had to dabble a little bit. Uh, um, Collaborated with some friends who also were writers, and kind of almost taught myself how to write along with other friends that kind of gave me the P's and Q's of how to write, structure, and everything else. So I'm in the process of writing a few projects. I finished a couple that I've already started, and hopefully, man, one of these projects get greenlit, and I could become a producer of set show or TV movie, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
So
That'll be
I
dope.
do like the producer aspect. I've actually produced a couple of short films. Um, Movies aren't easy to make, y'all. They aren't easy to make at all. But they are experiences, and as hard as they can be to make, there's something I love about it that keeps me drawn to it, that I want to keep doing it and have better experiences with the projects that I move forward with doing. So I actually like having the option of putting myself in front of the camera or staying behind the camera, because when you're producing, you do have that power to kind of like put yourself in front of the camera or stay behind. So I would say I kind of like the producing aspect a little bit more, than just putting myself in the actor's box.
Okay.
So I
And
have a question, real quick. Being an actor, like, how do you choose who you want to be? Like, from being on the other side of the camera now, since you've been an actor, you know how it is to have a role and prepare and all that. So how do you choose, or how do you seek out people you want to be in your film, and how do you choose them?
Oh, I think it's just well, first of all, if you're auditioning people, you just kind of have to kind of just go off of talent. You know what I'm saying? As far as myself, though, when it comes to like certain scripts or anything that comes my way or anything that I audition for, um, I am a huge person when it comes to content and how I'm being viewed in my character. So I just won't say
Mm-hmm.
yes to any old role. Like if the
Right.
content is good, if the writing is good, I'll definitely give it a chance. But I did a podcast, and shout out to my sister Giovanni Samuel. She kind of asked me the same thing when it came to like
Mm-hmm.
Disney stuff. You know what I mean? I recently worked for a Disney show called Secrets of Sulphur Springs back in 2020, 2021. And the show was just a really good concept show. It was kind of had like this kind of ominous, eerie, kind of scary vibe to it. Something I hadn't seen on Disney ever before. But prior to that, and even after I did the Disney show, the Jersey, I felt like Disney had kind of went into a kind of different direction on the content that they were doing. There was no moral compass. They were just doing a lot of silly stuff that
Right.
just didn't make any sense. I feel like
Gotcha.
back when we were doing Disney, there was always some kind of moral compass where there
okay.
was always a lesson to be learned. The
Mm-hmm.
kid kind of like bumped his head, had to get up, kind of learn and do it again, or the parent was there to kind of teach him right from wrong. And I felt like that narrative, it kind of just went out the door, and they were just kind of just doing just a lot of silly content that I really wasn't really feeling, you know.
Yeah.
So, but doing this show, Secrets of Silver Springs, definitely brought the moral compass back, and it was a fun show to do. So I was able to do Disney again.
Okay. By any chance, is because the name sounds very similar to Silver Spoons with Ricky Schroeder back in the day. Is it a
Yeah.
play on that by any chance?
Oh no. It's just Secret of Sulphur Springs was basically based in New Orleans. And it was just an area that they called the city. I think it's a fictitious city.
Okay.
But it's called Sulphur Springs. And Secrets of Sulphur Springs came from a lot of secrets that were kind of hidden
Hidden.
and buried in the city. You know what I'm saying? So all
Mhm.
that stuff is found to be revealed in this kind of like eerie, ominous way. But
Okay.
it's a really good show. Yeah.
Okay. And why you saying that, and speaking on Disney, having the token black person, are they doing better with diversity? Because it's like they only have one at a time. It seems like Disney and who's that? What Saturday Night Live has the same concept. We got one token,
Um,
and that's it.
I haven't watched it recently, honestly, man. My kids are getting a little older.
Okay.
But yeah, I couldn't tell you. I'm not really familiar with the
Yeah,
content of Disney like that as of
Okay.
late,
me
so
either.
I'm not sure.
Okay. And now you spoke to your children. Wait a minute, bro. With all these movies and everything, how you find time to get married? I was thinking that you was gonna be single, single, single.
Nah, man.
Oh
I
no.
found the love. I found the love of my life, man. We got 3 kids,
Oh what?
and you know,
Wait a
Woo!
minute, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
that
You on
that
I
hold up.
love
enjoy
that.
my life.
Bro,
I
you like
love that. I love that.
you're a purple unicorn. You're a black man. You're from South Central. You made it out of
Yeah.
South Central.
Yes, sir.
Then you went to Disney. You know,
Yeah.
I was thinking you was gonna be like Ray J Jr. I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you made it, it
Hey.
no matter. You just up there, just all right,
Yeah,
cool.
hey, unfortunately, man, some personalities get a bad rap, for, decisions they make, and, all praise to them, you know what I'm saying? But, I came from, humble beginnings, a very strong foundation, two-parent home. I mean, my parents eventually got divorced, but it was probably for the better. My parents, but I love them both, man. Shout out to my mom, Janetta, and my father, Charles. They really instilled, some good things in me, man. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm very grateful to have
All
them.
right. Hold on. Wait. You knew her from high school, or you met her in the city tour? You was somewhere. And you said,
It
"Oh,
was a no, it was a weird story, man. I kind of met her through a friend. I wound up accidentally
oh,
going to
the
her house.
hookup. Oh, you met her through the hookup. Be like, girl, he got. She met you. Hold up. She met you before Fat Albert or after? Come on.
She met me after, but I mean, bro, she
Yeah,
was
I
nah,
got
don't
you.
do that.
Don't
Don't
listen
do
to
that.
him.
Don't
Don't
do
All right.
that.
So
listen.
that's a blessing. So I'm only just making fun of it, but that's definitely a blessing. Black love, and you married, you make it official because you got so many people out here that saying, "Well, it
Especially
ain't
in
nothing but a piece of
Hollywood.
paper," and I always laugh at it. I had this family member some years ago, and I was listening to their conversation with another relative, and I just was looking, and I said, and had a designer bag, and I was like, "Is that a real Coach bag?" Like, yeah. Why you ask me that? I said, "That's
That's
real."
funny.
Right? And I was like, "What about them Nikes? You got that from a man, from the sneaker man?" She's like, "No, I got these from Foot Locker." Like, she got indignant. I said, "You getting all mad? I was just asking." So I said, "You got a real bag, real sneaker, and a fake relationship?" And she was just stuck. And I was like, "Yeah,
Yo,
yeah." I was like,
hey,
"Yeah,
you be trying to, hey, yo, go, you be trying to trigger people, bruh.
yeah." I was
You be
just like,
trying to
"Yeah,
get
man.
your
He
Yeah."
people.
was
Look.
biting.
She said that right. I said, "Yeah, you got 2 kids by this dude." And you talking about ain't nothing, but you got real, and a fake relationship. Nah, go get the
That's
paperwork.
crazy
You know what I'm
work.
He
saying?
said, "Go
Get your
get the
paperwork right.
paperwork."
You know
Woo!
what I
That's
mean?
You
But
got to be
crazy.
ready for that. Marriage ain't for the weak-hearted. I tell you that.
it ain't. It ain't.
Nah,
It ain't.
you
It
you
ain't
It
for
ain't
the
never
ain't.
lied.
weak-hearted. Look,
God.
You ain't
I'll be
never
seven.
lied.
I'll be 17 years this weekend. So,
Woo.
yeah. Thank you very much.
Hey,
Black
Thank you very
love,
much.
black
I'm
It
love.
just
I
ain't.
love
It
it.
I,
ain't no
I
joke.
love
listen.
to hear it.
I'm just doing it day by day. I'm just trying to survive
Yeah,
day by day.
hey, me and my wife just went to a marriage retreat this weekend, man. So
Mm.
We trying to keep it tight, keep it right, keep it tight.
Oh,
You got to, man. You got to. That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, for your kids, are they into acting or dancing or anything, or are you trying to steer them away from, the Hollywood thing?
Yeah, man, I've never forced anything on my kids from that aspect, and I know, there's quite a few parents that try to force, this industry and getting their kids into acting because they're cute and stuff on their children. I've never been like that because I've seen it so many times and how it can fail in so many ways. I want my kids to be organically drawn to what they're drawn to, honestly. And I want to support
Oh,
whatever it is that they do. So, lucky enough, my daughter accidentally booked a commercial with me. It was supposed to be a father son audition. I'm sorry, a daughter father audition by my people and my reps. And we sat there, did the audition, and it was going well. And then casting looked at me was like, "Great job, guys. Now, Jermaine, could you slide on over to the side really quick? We want to see your daughter by herself." And I was like, "Go ahead and handle that. Go ahead and handle that."
I
I
love
start cussing right
that.
there.
Go
Yeah.
ahead. She must have did the thing.
She did the thing, and she wound
Personality,
up,
charisma
yeah,
came out. Yeah.
she wound up
I
booking
would
a
have been the quickest Ike Turner and you there. Go ahead, bring the money home, little girl. Bring the money home. Bring the money to Papa.
it was
Ike Turner
it
that
was it was a beautiful experience. She wound up booking a national Southwest commercial that lasted all through the pandemic. I think it showed for about, I want to say, a year and a half or so, and she wound up
Wow.
making about 40 grand off that one commercial spot.
Wow.
thing.
That's
So
dope.
it's in a private account. She got some college money if she chooses to use it that way. You know what
All
I'm
That's
saying?
right.
a
So
Mustang.
yeah.
That's a Mustang account.
Yeah.
That's what that is. That's the Mustang account. I got you.
Yeah, man.
I hear
So
you.
but even then, I asked her, I said, "Hey," I said, "Talia, is this something that you would want to pursue?" She goes, "It was fun for the mo at the time," but she goes, "No, I don't think I want to do it again." So you got to respect that. You know what I'm
No
saying? You
doubt.
never want to force anything on your kids. You know what I mean? And she's really into art and drawing, and she's very talented at it. She wants to get into volleyball too. So, you know,
All right.
Yeah,
you got
that's
to
what's
support
up.
what they want to
All right.
do.
All right. So this is the part of the show where I do this or that. All right. So I just ask you a question about one thing or another. You say one thing, you say the other. You can say both or neither. It's my job to make the question so difficult that you got to say both.
Yeah,
You
that sounds like you, Big O. That sounds
Yeah,
like something you
yeah. So and I start you off with easy ones. Sometimes like the previous guest, he actually was like trying to be tough and like ooh, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna just keep you giving. I kept on giving tough one, one right after because I mix it up. I throw you a little lob, an easy one. So like for instance, I say oatmeal or grits. Which one would you say?
I'm gonna say grits.
See, there you go. Oatmeal and grits. All right, it's all right. That was an easy one, but then I'm gonna throw a hard one. Okay, so here we go. Keenan Ivory Wayans or Robert Townsend.
Mm.
Robert Townsend.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right. The Los Angeles Lakers or the Clippers.
Lakers.
Okay, we got that. All right. LeBron or Jordan.
Jordan.
Kareem or Magic.
Mm.
Mm.
I'm gonna say Magic for
Mm.
personal reason.
You might just messed up your political necks right there. All right, I got you.
Okay.
I got you. Yeah. Okay, Marshawn Lynch or Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson.
Ooh, okay.
Oh no.
All right, no. Look, I'm gonna mess with him. Easy E or Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey.
Ooh, okay. All right. Usher or Chris Brown.
Usher.
All right. Aretha Franklin or Patti LaBelle.
Mm. I'm gonna say Aretha.
Okay.
Respect.
Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey.
Whitney Houston.
That was an easy one for you. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Let's get it a
of
little more
course.
hard. Boys to Men or New Edition.
Man, that's tough.
Yeah, they're gonna get tough
Uh,
because you acting tough. I see it. You acting tough. You said them real quick. I ain't
man,
like
he
that.
just
Yeah,
He
I
just
ain't like
like
that.
what he like.
Yeah, I ain't like that.
Let me
He
see.
ran them all. I ain't like that.
I'm gonna go New
Did you say
Edition.
both or neither?
Ooh.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, he
And
supposed to
now,
say both. Yeah, nah, he trying to be tough.
I'm trying to be tough, man. I'm
He
gonna go
trying to
New
be tough.
Edition with that one.
It's cool.
New
It's cool.
edition,
Listen, it's
yeah.
all good. Look. I'm gonna start messing with him. All right. B2K or Bow Wow?
Bow Wow.
'Cause I know his era. I know that era. I can mess with you. I got you. Look, I know that era. I'll mess with him. All right, here we go. Uh, Marvin Gaye or R. Kelly?
Marvin Gaye.
Ooh, okay.
Get
All
on.
right, now if all right, so I'm gonna hit him here then. Stevie, look, Stevie or Beyonce? Stevie
That's
Wonder.
a weird combination.
Very weird. Because I gotta throw you off. You up here messing with me.
I got you. I'm gonna go Stevie Wonder.
All right. Yeah, I'll just make sure it's
Yeah,
a
that was
little
too
awkward.
totally. I didn't
Now
get
watch
that
this.
one.
Watch this. Prince or Michael? That's one that's always gonna mess him up from Cali.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah,
Both.
that's what I do.
Both.
Both.
Both,
All
bro.
right, all
That's
right.
what I do. Look, that's what I do. All right, so hold up. Let's do this. Let's see where he at with this. Okay. Fried chicken or pizza?
Pizza.
Mm, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fried chicken's
Okay.
a delicacy, man. I can't eat it all the time.
All right. I feel you can eat pizza all the time with all that
I,
dough.
I, I eat all the pizza, bro. I
I
Oh,
love
love I
pizza.
love
I
pizza.
love
In the
pizza.
morning,
Me
cold
too.
pizza, hot
Say
pizza.
that.
look. I'm gonna
You
mess
ain't
him
you
up.
can't eat you can't eat chicken cold, bro.
Yeah,
You can't do
No,
yeah,
heck
you
no.
can. All right, fried what?
Uh-uh.
KFC
Unless
especially.
you got a
What?
hangover or something, you might can eat
Hold
it.
up. This one always get both. You rather have money or health?
it. Hell.
Shit, give me both. Because there's a bunch of
After
healthy money.
only reason why I answer like that is if you have health, you can still be alive to make
Get
money.
to get
That's
money.
right. But if
Yeah.
you got money, you can buy health. I
Not
promise
all
you.
the time,
Look.
depending on
Hold
what
on
it
now. I
is.
know. For every Steve Jobs, there's a Magic Johnson. So I'm gonna just put that out there.
Nigga, we ain't mad at it.
Yeah,
I tell you, we ain't got that.
we ain't got
We ain't got.
No,
magic money,
Magic
right?
got a real name,
Yeah.
Magic.
Because the cat hit me with it like Steve Jobs, and I said Magic Johnson. So knock it off.
That's still the question of the century. How did
Yeah.
Right.
Mike Magic Johnson get healthy?
What?
We
How?
still try to figure it out.
I know
How?
how,
It's
but he became
diabolical.
a billionaire. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, look. I got a couple more, so I'm gonna try to throw him another curveball. Colombia or Brazil?
Hmm. Brazil.
See, I'm trying to keep him. See, I ain't gonna say you married, so I ain't gonna ask him questions. I'm gonna just give him general questions. All right, yeah, give him general questions. Yeah, the mother questions, he ain't getting that one. Like Neil Long, and he ain't getting them. He married. All right, so
You
let's
can do those. You can do those. That's, we're very
say less.
secure.
Say
We're very
less.
secure.
Say less. Look, Megan Good or Neil Long?
Neil Long, bro.
Oh God! All right, here we go.
Neil Long.
Holly Berry, or Angela Bassett. Now I want you to think about it now. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
know.
I'm gonna have to go both, bro.
Thank you. That was
I'd have
awesome.
to go
I would have
both. I
went
have to
both
go
with
both.
both of them. Absolutely. Yeah, and I think Angela Bassett, if you hear me, I think you drinking that Benjamin Button juice. How the hell you
Yeah,
looking like that at
I agree.
66?
No, I
Okay.
agree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's some
yeah.
shit.
Angela Bassett is absolutely amazing. She looks amazing.
Yeah.
And my first movie I ever did, bro, was with Halle Berry. Man, I did a movie with Warren Beatty and Halle Berry called Bulworth back in the
Yeah,
late
Oh,
that was
'90s.
Bulworth.
my
Yeah.
joint.
Yeah,
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 when
yeah,
she
yeah,
was
yeah,
upset, she was supposed to set him up.
yeah,
Oh man,
bro.
you wasn't
Yeah, I
around
was
to
in that
make
movie.
you wasn't.
Oh, no, trust me, bro. So that particular set, I was on set on Valentine's Day, and me and the other kids that were in the group, for some odd reason, the studio teacher had an idea that we do something nice for her, and I wound up singing for Halle Berry on Valentine's Day, bro. She
Yo,
held me all day.
Forever a
She held
memory.
she held me all day.
she held,
Burnt to my brain.
what?
And
She
she
held.
smells so good.
Well, I think you could just have a
He
podcast
still
just on that,
remembers.
just alone, just like the day on
Hey,
Valentine's Day.
guess what I sang to her? I was so nervous, bro. I didn't.
If
She said,
this
"What you
world was
gonna sing?"
mine,
Secret lover.
if
Bruh,
this world was mine,
I
that's what
wish
I would
that
have said.
came. I wish that popped in my brain,
If this world was mine, I would have
bruh.
sang that
Let
right
me tell you. Let me
Now,
tell you
what
what I
you
sang.
sing? What you?
I sang "Somebody Sleeping in My Bed" by Drew Hill, bruh.
there.
Oh,
Hell nah.
I don't
Yo,
know where my mind
that's
was.
funny.
It was the hottest song at the time, bro. It was the hottest song. I was like 12 years old. I was like 12, 13 years old. I said nothing can,
that
no
was
Michael
the right
Jackson
song
came
for
up.
that age for
No,
you.
no Michael came up. No Luther came up. Nothing popped in my brain but
Give it
Cisco.
to me.
Wait,
Give it to
Cisco and
me.
them came up
Give
and
it
wait,
I
to
sang it.
me.
And
yo.
she said, "What you know about somebody sleeping in your bed?" She said, "Come here, boy." I said,
Please pick me up.
Please. Yo, listen, on everything.
That's
I'm telling you right now,
hilarious. That
if
is
Drew Hill,
hilarious.
like, because you said it here, if Drew Hill ever have a biopic, you got to play, because I didn't realize until you just said it just now. I was like, yo, you look like Main Man. I ain't gonna say his name, but we all know what you're talking about. You,
"Come
you
about
look,
Jazzy fool."
yeah,
He
you
talking
look
about
like
Jazzy.
I was like, what the fuck? Like he said Drew Hill. I was like, oh shit, this thing is up here.
Oh, he doing
What
the
you
Drew
want?
Hills. He
Yeah,
doing the Drew
absolutely.
Hills.
Oh my god, yo,
He doing the Drew Hills.
he do favor Drew Hill. Like when he said, I was like, yo,
That's hilarious.
Oh
it's not he
man,
a doppelganger.
yo,
Yeah, he was
that's
like, yeah.
too
I said,
funny, bro.
yo, word is born. You can just straight up and be like, yo, after I left Drew Hill, I got an act.
I think he looks
Like
better than
run
him,
right
but
with it. Like yeah. So when I left,
That is
then
too
I got
funny.
into acting. Because
this
Cisco was
guy.
bullshit. Like I
All
promise you'll
right.
go viral with that. You like yeah. So it was good. It was
All right.
good. But I'm acting now. But okay. So all
Do you
right,
have
we
any
we
more
got more.
left
Yeah,
before
yeah,
we
yeah,
go
yeah.
to the
Let's give one more,
give a hand out? All right,
one more
give me a
for the
couple more.
road. You know what I'm saying? Like for the young people. All right, for the young people. Meg Thee Stallion or Glorilla?
Mm. You know what, man? I've grown to like her more, man. The more I listen to him, I got to go with Glow.
Glow.
Yeah,
Still
Glow.
glow.
Everybody love Glow.
Yo, she just signed a deal with
From her
Personality.
personality,
Absolutely.
man. That
she just
accent is
signed
kind of grown on me too, bro.
Yo, She was so ratchet. I was like, there's nobody could be this more. When you got a pregnant girl in your first video dancing on top of a hood of a car, I'm like, nah, there ain't no more ratchet than that. Like I thought I saw the ratchetivity. That's a word. I
That's
made it up.
hilarious.
Like I thought I saw the pinnacle of ratchetivity with Sexy Red. When Low came out and I saw the pregnant girl,
Mm,
and I was like, yo, she like 7 months pregnant. And then they showed everybody drinking, but she wasn't drinking. I said, at least they sensible. So I'm like,
yeah,
oh, okay. And then she fixed the teeth, nose, and I was like, it ain't bad. And I was like,
nah.
I would do the same thing, but they don't have a head reduction, so I don't know what to do.
Oh my
You know what I
lord.
mean?
But
Because
Okay.
what's dope about Glow is I've actually seen the growth.
yes,
And
Yeah.
it like
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
when she first came out, I can't lie, like her performance kind of level was kind of like kind
yeah,
of cringy,
Yeah.
and she wasn't a great dancer or a great
Mm-mm.
performer at all. But I've seen the growth, I've seen the choreography on stage. Like this last performance she did at the
Yeah.
BET Awards was
yeah,
Yeah.
top notch. I
She
was
did
like,
that. Yeah.
okay, yeah, it was very
yeah.
Yeah.
very good. So I see the growth, man. I see the potential, and I hope she continues to do well for
Continues
sure.
to do that.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you know what? Matter of fact, man, I'm gonna put this in your ear. I could be like the manager, and then you could do the Drew Hill
Oh my
story.
God.
So I could be in it. I'm like, hey, get on the stage. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? I could do that. You know what I mean? I could make it believable. But I'm just
Oh,
saying, like, you gonna
He
be in the
tries. He
movie.
tries
Like you
so
don't even
hard.
have to audition. They be like, yo, go, Come on, yo, go grab pork chop. Yo, Jermaine, you know what I do, right? Yeah. Come on. Look, we ready. Come on, because I'm trying to
Hey,
figure out like who could be Cisco. Only thing I think is like Brandon Jennings. I was like, if he dyed his hair, like that's the only person I'd be like, who's small like that? But he kind of talking. He's 6 foot. You know what I mean? But
I don't know who can
he
play. So
digressing.
I was
who
about to
like
say somebody. I was about to say, but that would be bad. I was about to say,
what's the short dude?
nah.
The
I
short
was about
dude
to
from
say, I
Kirk
was about to say
Franklin.
Jason Mitchell. I was gonna say
Jason.
Jason Mitchell.
Is he the one from
Jason
what's his
Mitchell.
He
Coach
played
Carter,
easy.
the point guard?
He played Easy E. Jason
Oh
Mitchell.
no, 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 no,
Oh
no.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yo, he
yeah,
did good in
yeah.
Mudbone. He did good in Mudbone. Mudbone, I was like, all right,
Nah,
but nah, nah.
you
I
didn't
would
like
say
him as Easy E, bro.
he was okay. I,
I
I,
thought he did a
I
good job
yeah. I liked it, but I liked them better in Mudbone.
in Mudbone. Yeah, he did good in
Yeah,
Mudbone.
he
Yeah,
did real good. Yeah, that's when I was like, oh, I ain't know because I thought that most of the characters in Straight Outta Compton, I was looking at them like, all right, it wasn't the their roles wasn't so diverse. You know what I mean?
mm,
Like Ice Cube, I think his son could play him just by being around him, and that's why
of
I
course.
couldn't even see his son. I saw Ice Cube. I was
Yeah,
like, maybe it's
yeah, I actually
Yeah.
auditioned for Ice Cube. I actually auditioned for Ice Cube,
oh, you did?
and yeah, but I mean,
Oh
it
wow,
was already it was already in the atmosphere that Cube
yeah,
wanted his son to play him. So
absolutely.
it was
So
kind of
like,
like they kind of went through the motions already. It's like we're going to audition a few, but we already know who's going to be casted. But I thought
absolutely.
O'Shea did. I thought O'Shea did a great job though. I thought he did
Yeah,
good.
he
Yeah.
definitely did. Wait a minute. Before we go, let's ask that question. Are there roles that you auditioned for that you felt like, man, I wish I'd have got that role, or roles that you turned down that you didn't do that you said, man, I think I should have took it because I know that many times you might have a scheduling conflict, so it's
Yeah,
something like, you know what, damn, I think I should
Right.
have took it because Will Smith is the
Mm-hmm.
biggest one in the world when he took Wild Wild West over the Matrix.
yeah, bro.
Like that
Yeah,
one, I
yeah,
was like,
yeah,
"What?" And he was like,
yeah.
"How do you explain the Matrix, the world that really wasn't the world?" And I was like, "All right, the Wild Wild West,
It,
that shit was
it
crazy."
happens all the time, bro. It happens all the time. So it was one that it was one role that I regretted not getting an audition for it. But then when I saw the movie, I was like, okay, I'm cool with not getting that. And
Okay.
it was a role in Red Tails. I auditioned to be in Red
Oh.
Tails.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah,
yeah. I
Yeah.
wanted to work with George Lucas. You know, he wrote
Mm-hmm.
that and produced that and made that happen. But the transition, like I don't know. When I saw the movie, it didn't come out as good as I thought. You
yeah.
know, so
No, it was good.
once I saw the final product, I thought, oh, it was cool. It
Yeah,
wasn't, but it wasn't one of those big blockbusters because Red Tail's got a lot of resistance, man. And
it
shout out to
did.
George Lucas. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Wow,
Mm.
That's
that
with
story
every
needed to be
movie,
told.
man. Dude,
Oh wow,
Fat Albert got a lot of resistance, bro.
is that
They didn't know how to. They didn't know how to promote seven black kids in a movie. Like honestly, bro, the industry, white people, they don't know how to push and promote us because there's so much doubt that they feel like we're not going to make money with our films. I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
why
you
it's
got a
like
point.
that.
You got a
I
point.
don't know why it's like that. But seriously, bro, they really had a hard time promoting Fat Albert. So they had a dispute with should we put all seven kids on a poster or just put Fat Albert on a poster? So as you saw,
Mm.
they just promoted Fat Albert. It wasn't Fat Albert in the gang. It was just Fat Albert.
Just that
Yeah,
Albert.
So
Wow.
let's just,
Wow.
apparently too much, like seven kids would be too much black. It'll be too dark in
like three, cool. Seven, two black.
Hey, I
But
have a question too. I know we're
I
about to
didn't
get out
realize that
here.
until Black Panther because that was the issue, and Black Panther did so well. Now
Yeah.
that shouldn't be the Sigma, but Black Panther came out well after that. It's like 20 some odd years after that.
But dude, even before that, like, I, I feel like we've had a lot of successful movies even before Black Panther.
No, without any
I
white
feel like,
person on the cover. Which one?
um, so unfortunately they did well, but they weren't great depictions of us, right? So you got movies like Boys in the Hood, which was
Okay.
a success at that time. You had, and you had movies like Menace to
Gotcha.
Society and stuff like those were like prominent. Most critics talked about those movies in a high light. That's what put
Not Menace.
John Singleton on the map. Well,
Yeah,
not
it did.
Menaces.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would say
And then it
yeah.
grew later because Menace was more like a VHS DVD versus
No,
Boys in the Hood was blockbuster.
no. I
Because
have to
Menace did,
totally disagree with you.
watch
You
this.
know
I'm
why? You
gonna
know
tell
why it
you.
was big? I will tell you
Hold
why.
on, listen.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. Because, dude, first of all, the fact that Tupac was attached to it, right?
Hmm.
Mm.
And they promoted it on MTV, which is huge. Like MTV at one point literally denied black folks at some point. Like they weren't
That's
promo-
right. They
they
did.
promoted
Absolutely.
Mr.
They do.
Society, and
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Tupac was part of it, and that's what made the Brothers the Hughes Brothers, who then went on to do Dead Presidents and other movies. So, but you
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
got it. Go ahead, brother.
okay, now watch the counter to it. In Menace to Society, there was only one actor that was considered A-list, and that would be Jada. And some people say at that point in her career, she wasn't even A-list. She would be big.
Okay,
Her and Clifton Powell Jr. So they didn't have one A-list actor. Whereas in Boys in the Hood, you had Angela Bassett, you had Lawrence Fishburne, and
Fishburne,
you
right?
had get his name.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Cuba Gooding. No, but that was more. He was more new, but he was in some movies, but he wasn't at the Cuba. He was
Right.
ascended. But
Okay.
Lawrence Fisher and Angela Bassett and Lawrence Fisher was already established. Malcolm X and Color Purple, all that has been done already. So that's why I was saying that. Like I understand it might be regional, but Menace didn't have A-list actors. I know they both was, and Tupac was actually saying F them because he wasn't, and that's why he got in a fight with them and all that. So that was more controversy, and he was trying to down the movie. So I understand that, but I'm like talking about A-list. No, Training Day. Like you got an A-list actor and it's being promoted. Whereas if you got, and when you put them on a list, let's put them like when I always put like the list of movies, and especially black movies. I say,
Let me ask you
Boys
this:
in the Hood.
who directed Denzel's movie, The Book of Eli?
I think he did.
Mm.
Yeah, I think
Denzel?
that
No,
was.
he didn't. He didn't. No, he didn't.
Google it.
No, let's Google that. I believe it was the Hughes
Google
brothers.
that.
Oh, okay.
So
Because I know
I'm
they
only
did Dead
saying,
President. Like I'm only like 3 of those. I know what they
yeah,
did.
they did, but I believe they did the Book of Eli. So the only reason why I bring that up is because
Yes, the
you
Hughes
had
brother,
people.
Alan and Albert Hughes. Yes.
Okay.
There we go. See, so what I'm saying is those movies that they started off with were prominent, and you had directors like uh, John Singleton, who blew up after Boys in the Hood.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You had F. Gary Gray, who
Yes.
blew up and went on to do The Italian Job and other big movies after
Transformers.
Friday,
Hmm.
Gotcha.
right? You
Yeah.
had the
Yes.
Hughes brothers who went on to do, uh, like what we just said. Oh, did the Book of Eli? He did the Book of Eli, and that all stemmed from Menace to Society. So you have directors that started at a small scale but were highly respected by the industry. Now, because the industry didn't promote them like that, they put these black men in positions to direct these bigger budget movies.
Absolutely.
So is small scale as people want to claim Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society, New Jack City was. These were really big movies in a smaller scale as much as they want to downgrade them. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Because they could have
I
did
got
those
you.
movies and never put F. Gary Gray, Hughes
Right.
brothers back in the position. Because dude, Book of Eli was a
Yes.
huge budget
Love Book of
Yeah.
Eli.
with
Yes.
Gary Oldman in it. So
Yeah.
it was one of
Yes.
those situations. A lot of these movies resurrected them as directors. To be honest with you, so
Mm-hmm.
I gotta put respect on these movies, man.
Yeah. 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 No.
I
No. I
got
hope.
you.
Hopefully.
I
Hopefully
see
that
that.
didn't come. Like. Hopefully that didn't come off of me like downgrading any of them because number
Oh no, no,
one,
no.
like yeah. Because being a
Yes.
black producer actor in this country, is difficult. Years. I've always looked at all of them because I'm a amateur critic of movies and connoisseur
Okay,
of them. So when I look at them, I say, "Oh, okay. Look, I know that thousands of people went out for each one of those roles." You
of
know what I
course.
mean? And
Yeah,
you
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and then you get that. and then you don't get so many opportunities. So we don't get to have the luxury of some producers of failing, so you got to hit a home run on the first shot. So John Singleton,
Gotcha.
I can speak of his discography, not discography, but filmography of Boys in the Hood. I really enjoyed. Now his second one, Higher Learning, I liked it, but I like Boys in the Hood better. So then when I saw Menace to Society, I was like, ooh, now when I look back at it, I said, ooh, that was
So
bad acting.
let me ask you.
But I
So
think
let me ask you about higher learning. Do you respect it more now, or than you respected it then? Because honestly, bro, it's almost like prophecy. To be honest with you,
Outside
bro, like
bars. I've
if we're
always
no,
talking
loved
no,
higher learning.
if we talking about like the mass shootings at
Yes.
schools, like
yeah,
he
Yes.
did that in a time where it wasn't pumped
90s.
out and shown like it is
Yeah,
now.
that was
So when
90s
I
because
watch
I was in college
when I
when that
watch
came
higher
out.
learning now, I say,
Yeah.
yo, this dude John Singleton was on some
Yes.
prophecy type stuff, bro. Like it's
Yes.
still relevant now. I think that's what makes it so dope.
Yeah,
I
and
love
and
higher
I,
learning.
I look at it from a standpoint of where they say, does life, life imitates art,
Imitate
or
art.
art imitates life? And it's like, well, we
Yeah,
don't know. Before, it was one way, but now it's like people are getting ideas from movies. So that's why.
absolutely.
So now I'm
Yeah.
looking at it like, all right, y'all being goofy because that was a movie. Now y'all really trying to live it. Like you see kids out here right now trying to live out Grand Theft Auto. And it's like, yo,
Yeah, I
y'all being
feel.
Yes.
out of control. Y'all don't get a
I'm,
reset button. I promise you, you're
Right.
out of here. You're
I'm
not
gonna be
coming back.
honest with. I don't think any of these shooters know what higher learning is. I think they just
True.
nuts, bro. Like,
Some of that
they
too.
just-
They didn't
but
watch the
hey,
movie.
Dylan Wolf. Hey, Dylan Wolf. Have you watched Higher
After the
Learning? Like, what
one.
the hell is that?
Yeah.
What the hell is
Hey, I
that?
got a couple more questions too before we get out of here and before we get to your
Yeah, for
social media
sure.
things. Couple more questions. So what is something about the acting industry that you wish like the young black creators like understood before they actually got there, like before they actually entered it? What do you think they
Um,
should know?
I feel like really have a passion for it. To be honest with you, like, don't do it just because it looks cool or because you trying to get the bag. If you're trying to get into this
Right.
industry to get a quick bag and stuff, um,
Mm-hmm.
the not so talented side of you will easily be shown. I think being in this industry it takes an investment. You have to respect the art, um, and do history of the art, and appreciate the people
Mm-hmm.
that came before you to really dive into making your own content. That's why I really respect people like Ryan Coogler. Man, I could listen to Ryan Coogler talk all day. Knowing he's from Oakland,
Yeah.
California, and then to hear how educated he is about the industry and film and stuff like that,
Yes.
I can listen to that dude talk all day. He'll bring up movies you ain't
Sorry.
never heard of before. You know what I'm saying? So it just lets you know
Right.
how invested he was when it came to film school and how he took everything that he taught and was able to kind of like create his own style and be as prominent he is today. So the advice that I have for the newer generation is to have a passion for what they do when it comes to this industry, and then
Mm-hmm.
to don't do it for material. Like, don't do it for money. Don't do it for fame. Do it because you passionately really like what this industry entails. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you have a story to tell. Tell your story and be passionate about it and be authentic to it. So that's
Like
that's
that what
my
you added that. And one more, this is my last question. So from the movie Great Debaters, you were working with heavy hitters. You working with Denzel. You working with Forrest Whitaker. Working with those two guys. After that role, from that, what did you learn from either one of them or both, just from that movie alone? Because that's a lot of
yeah,
seasoning you had to put.
heavyweights, right?
Yeah,
Heavyweights. I learned to just humble yourself. Humble yourself. Because after that, I knew I was on a high horse, and I knew I was going to be booking a whole bunch of stuff after that. That didn't happen.
absolutely. Oh,
That didn't happen.
got
And
you.
you on a set with Denzel and Forrest, you think you know, your
Right.
reputation and your
Yes.
value will go sky high. It don't work like that all the time. You got to humble yourself.
Mm,
And then once that happens, you realize how certain areas of the industry view you or value you. You got to value yourself more and create your own. As
all
you gotta
right.
really you gotta create your own. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. believe in yourself and don't sit by the phone waiting for your agents or your manager to call because they might not call.
Mm.
You got to make things happen for yourself. So
All right.
that's what I learned.
All right. So where can we find you on social media so that we know things you got going on, what you got coming up? Put out your handle.
Absolutely. I'm always on IG, man. You can reach me at the real Jermaine Williams. Sorry, the real underscore Jermaine Williams. Sorry about that. Yeah, right there. It's right there. Look it up. You see it right there on the call the number. Anyway. Hit me up on IG, man. You hit me up, DM me. I'm pretty good with reaching back out to people that come across genuine and respectful. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a show. I'm on one of the hottest shows on TV right now called The Pit on HBO Max right now. Just got nominated for 13 Emmys. We're going into season 2. I was in about 4 episodes, season 1. They asked me to come back. So we in season 2, baby. Check out Noah Wild. Check out me. Check out the whole cast and crew. And that's an amazing show if you're really into medical dramas. It's a tearjerker. My character is a little lighter, kind of brings the comedy and the lightness to the show. So I play Anton Dubois. Antoine Dubois. Yes, sir. So,
all right, we'll definitely check it out.
Check it out on HBO, man. Y'all stream the first season. Get ready for season 2. It's gonna be hot. Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. Hey, so thank you so much again. We had Jermaine Williams, y'all, on KROSS BARZ Podcast. I'm Jay Tanay.
Thank you for having me, y'all. This was fun, Big O.
That's KROSSBARZ. You can find us all over on all streaming mediums. You can also read us on our website, www.krossbars.com. Got a little tongue tied. But thank you again for coming out. Thank you for blessing the podcast. Much love to you, man.
Thank you. I'm honored. Thank you for having me for sure.
All right.
Y'all be good.